Hello and welcome. This is the first interview in a series where I'll be talking to people that work in and with the esoteric realms. We will be discussing their lives, their work, and their effects on people and the planet. In this first interview, we talk with Alessandra Meili, a Brazilian witch who, amongst other things, has worked with candomblé spirits, energetic tarot, and crystal healing, but recently has had a calling from the spiritual plane to use art as a medium to offer greater cure possibilities. Her work was shown in the 33rd Biennale of São Paulo, showing September to December 2018, where literally millions of people passed through. I hope you enjoy.
Hi, my name is Michelle Grady, and we're here today to interview Ale Meili. She's live from São Paulo in Brazil with her translator slash dear friend Rebecca Sharp. So hi guys.
Hello.
Thanks for your time today to be here and talk with me. Cool. So Ale, your name is Alessandra Meili, and where are you from?
São Paulo, Brasil.
São Paulo, Brazil. You were born in São Paulo?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. And what do you do?
Professionally?
Professionally, yeah. Yeah, like what is it that you do?
Now, eu vou falar em português, tá?
Tá.
Agora eu estou trabalhando com arte.
Now she's working with art.
Okay, cool. Would you call yourself a witch, Ale?
Yes.
I've known Alessandra for years, and I always refer to her as a witch, and I was just curious if you would use that term for yourself. So
Yes, I do.
yeah.
I am proud of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah. And is there any other title you would give to yourself?
Sorry?
Is there any other title or role name you would give to yourself?
Yes. Curadora,
Healer,
xamã,
shaman,
feminista.
feminist.
Isso.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. So Ale, were you born with any special gifts?
Yes. Muita sensibilidade.
A lot of sensitivity.
Yeah. And could you elaborate on what you mean when you say a lot of sensitivity?
Quando eu era criança, eu pensava que todas as pessoas eram como eu.
When I was a child, I thought all the other people were like me.
E aí, com o tempo, eu descobri que não era assim.
And over time, I discovered that that was not the case.
Eu podia ver, sentir cheiros, ver os espíritos. Eu achava que as pessoas todas tinham essa capacidade.
Because I could see and sense and smell and observe spirits, and I thought everybody else had the same capacity.
Yeah. And so you would see and observe spirits just moving around you like everybody, like the physical humans as well.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And was this alarming to you at any point as a child?
Qual estranho?
Era alarmante para você em algum ponto?
Não, era normal.
No, it was normal.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this kind of work, Ale, something that's been passed down in your family?
Que eu saiba, não. Eu pesquisei, mas não tem. Assim, das pessoas vivas, das gerações vivas, não.
From what I know, and I did a little research on this, it's not the case. Definitely not the case with the members of my family that are living.
Perto, né?
Or close lineage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So as far as you know, not. Yeah.
Não.
Yeah.
Nem da avó, nem do pai, nem da mãe.
Not from the grandmother or the father or the mother.
E bem que conheci minha tataravó, né?
But I met my great grandmother.
Bisavó, vó.
I met my great grandmother, grandmother, and great great grandmother.
Oh yeah, cool. Like in person, like alive. Mhm. Yeah, wow, that's quite something. Yeah.
Tataravó, você que é isso?
Great great grandmother.
Mhm.
Very old.
Yeah. Yeah. And actually one of the questions that I was wanting to ask you was if you have like a first memory of an interaction with a spirit or a demon, or your first most memorable interaction. But maybe from what you're saying to me, if it was always the case, then maybe there isn't.
Não, teve uma coisa que aconteceu quando eu tinha 17 anos. Teve uma mudança muito grande.
When I was 17, there was a big shift that happened.
Potencializou toda essa minha percepção.
My perception got highly more potent, potentiated at 17.
Que eu comecei a fazer esses tentáculos no chão, que eu escrevia, desenhava de 5 pontas, várias pontas, 7, 9, até 12, criavam esses campos de energia. E todo mundo que entrava na minha casa sentia.
At that time, I started drawing on the floor these pentacles, 5-point star,
7,
7-point star,
9,
9,
12,
12-point star on the floor of my house. And that started to channel in a lot of energy. And when people would come to my house, everybody could feel the energy of that.
Yeah. So do you think, like you say, that around 17 there was a big shift for you? Did the shift come before you started drawing these pentacles, or like, I guess the question I'm asking is, do you think the shift was a result of you drawing these symbols on the floor and drawing in this greater energy?
Não, eles vieram junto com essa mudança, porque no desenvolvimento da bruxa tradicional, como a história conta, quando as meninas fazem 16 é a hora da grande iniciação.
No, to answer your question, that came at the same time as drawing the symbols, and
Mas não passos.
It's not associated drawing the symbols and getting more open, being able to receive more. And then the training of witches in history, when they turn 16 to 17, that's when they were initiated.
Mas eu não tive ninguém, foi uma coisa sozinha.
But for her, it was by herself. She wasn't initiated by someone else.
O astral, né?
Yeah. What tradition of witches was that common for?
Da história.
In history, traditional.
Geralmente associado com a menstruação.
Usually it's associated with the first menstruation also.
Yeah. Yeah.
É a marca que tem da transição da puberdade para a mulher, entendeu?
Mm-hmm. It marks the transition from puberty to womanhood.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when the power gets activated.
Yeah.
Mas isso não é uma regra.
But it's not a rule. This isn't a rule.
Yeah.
It's just that history shows it to be like this.
Você pode encontrar em várias culturas.
In various cultures, you can find this pattern.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, Ale, when you started to discern that not everybody had the same sensibility as you, how did that affect you?
Foi difícil.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Foi difícil.
Could you talk about it with your someone?
Não tinha ninguém para falar. As pessoas não me entendiam, me senti isolada. Mas isso também ajudou eu a buscar e entender o que eu era. E mergulhar em várias experiências. E foi onde eu acabei entrando no terreiro, né?
There was nobody around for me to talk to, but this propelled me to seek further and study more and research a lot. And I ended up in the terreiro, which is the Afro-Brazilian religion of Umbanda. where it revolves around energy and spirits and channeling spirits.
E lá eu recebi
So I ended up in the terreiro,
que me acolheu.
and the terreiro embraced me and took me in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sort of like took you under their wing and assisted you in a sense. Yeah.
Apesar de não ser a mesma vibração, né?
Even though it wasn't the same vibration, the terreiro and what was happening to me, it was a place that I could go to.
Cool. And is Tejero, is there any link? So when we knew each other back in years ago in Spain, my understanding of the work that you were doing was you would use tarot and you would also channel these spirits. People would come to you and ask you advice, and you would a particular spirit would come in and you would channel the energy of that spirit and answer the person. And my understanding was that was linked. They were candomblé spirits. Is that correct?
É a mesma, não, é uma variação. Umbanda e candomblé é uma variação da mesma coisa. O candomblé é mais profundo. Ele envolve rituais que fazem sacrifícios.
Umbanda and candomblé, they come from the same source. Only candomblé goes more deeply, and candomblé involves animal sacrifice, and Umbanda has no animal sacrifice.
Right. And the Umbanda, the people you were talking about, like took you in when you were younger, in a sense. Yeah. Yeah.
Mas eu também fui iniciada no candomblé.
But I was also initiated in candomblé.
Yeah. Do you still work with these spirits from candomblé?
Not anymore.
No.
But sometimes I have to, but I don't. It's not anymore.
Yeah.
But I love them and I respect them.
Yeah. Because just recently, Ale, I have a friend that just went back to Brazil, and I contacted you because she's going through a bit of an interesting time in her life, and I thought maybe she could come and see you for some advice. Anna, yeah. And I wrote to you, and your response, part of your response said that I no longer do individual work but collective ones, so that way I can offer greater cure possibilities. So could you talk a little bit about the shift that's happened for you? So when, like, just to clarify for anyone hearing this, Ale, as far as I knew, used to work with, say something, if they were having a problem with something in the material world, then the spirits would tell them to go and put an offering somewhere at a particular time, and then the energy would be somehow affected, and it would make an opening for that person, what their wish was. And so, and I remember one particular moment, I was walking along the street, and Ale put her hands on my shoulder and started walking. Do you remember that, Ale? And started walking like sort of like an old person, you know? And the energy that was running through my body at that moment was just wild, you know? We're just walking down like the main street of Barcelona and going down into the tube, and there was like something magical happening. And yeah, it was just quite something to see Ale, you know, channel these spirits. Her whole person would change. Once I remember there was a little mischievous girl that she channeled, and she was like, she was like playing with things and like knocking things over and being really naughty, and yeah, it was really. That's her name?
Mas energia, é uma forma da energia se manifestar. As energias, elas podem se manifestar de inúmeras maneiras.
Energy is energy. It chooses one way to manifest itself, but energy can manifest in several ways.
Para as pessoas, quando elas precisam receber, como a experiência que você teve, às vezes é mais fácil que tenha essa representação de uma entidade para ela se sentir mais confortável.
Well, sometimes when people need to receive energy, it's easier that it comes across as an entity or as a personality, so that there's a point of link with the person who's receiving the energy.
Como
okay.
Like the tarot does that as well.
Eu não preciso mais do tarô para fazer a leitura de uma pessoa.
I no longer need the tarot to read someone.
Mas eu uso porque às vezes é mais confortável para a pessoa.
But I use it because sometimes it's more comfortable for the other person.
Almost like the energy has to manifest in a way that the person can understand or something. That kind of thing. Like it needs to tone down or something for the person. Something like that.
It takes away the fear
Do conhecimento.
of the unknown.
Yeah, makes it understandable. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, cool. So Ale, could you talk a little bit about this shift for you then, from how you used to work to how you're currently working? So you're saying now you've always worked with crystals, as far as I know, but it seems now so. Alessandra and Rebecca, I think also in the current 33rd Biennale that's happening in Sao Paulo at the moment, have an exposition called Solar Gate 5.12, which my understanding is that it is the crystals are placed in specific geometrical positions to allow, to basically open a portal of energy for a whole lot of different beings to come through. But the idea is that it's in love and light. So it's, I mean, can anything bad come through there?
No way.
Yeah. And what's the point of that, in a sense? Like what's it doing? What's happening?
The portal is helping us, the planet, to change, né? Because we change. And those galaxies, they are trying and inviting us to receive help and heal and everything you need. Mas eles não, esses seres, eles respeitam o livre-arbítrio. Então, se cada indivíduo ou coletivo não aceita, eles não mexem. Eles só entram quando a pessoa ou os coletivos dão permissão.
The energy that comes in, the beings involved and the peoples involved that come through the portal, they not only respect, but I would add that they don't have a choice but to abide by the law of free will. So if the energy is not wanted, the love and light energy, if the gift is not wanted or people aren't ready to receive, then that energy does not come through. So it depends also, I would add that it's in conversation with the collective. So it's an open phone line. It's not, oh, there you are, you people who need help. Here it is. It's an open conversation. How much do you want? Do you want help? Do you want this? Do you want that? Do you want to see all this? Do you want to see less? It's an open line.
Yeah. And it's I mean, is your intention in setting this up somehow a protection for what happens in this portal as well? Like, does that play a role in what can and can't come through?
Não, a proposta é oferecer a possibilidade de iluminação para individual e coletiva.
The idea is to offer the option of enlightenment, individual enlightenment and collective enlightenment.
Entendeu?
So there's in a particular building in Sao Paulo right now, the Solar Gate 5.12 has been set up by you. There's a beautiful, and I think I forgot to check with you, Ale, if it's okay if I allow a link to your Facebook or Instagram where all these photos are. Is that okay?
Yes, é para isso.
Yeah, great. So you can see all of these beautiful photos with the crystals set up in these particular positions. So Ale, so that's set up there in Sao Paulo. So is that, so you say it's like an open phone line. So the energy coming through, you're saying it can only come through if we're ready for it.
Não,
And like, what is the effect?
não se está pronto. Se a pessoa... tem muita energia ali.
There's a lot of energy there
Muita,
coming
muita.
through.
Se a pessoa que chega ali, ela acessa, ela vai ter uma percepção individual. E a partir daí dispara, né, um processo e ela é convidada a abrir a percepção. Todos são. Isso é um convite para todos os seres aqui. Uma vez que ela faz o movimento, eles encaminham e ajudam no processo.
Então, se a pessoa vai lá e ela vai ter a percepção dela e a energia aí.
No tempo dela, como uma vez que a gente estava lá, chegou aquele cara, ele ficou assim, as pessoas quando chegam lá, elas choram.
Peraí, eu preciso traduzir.
Desculpa. Você conta.
So the people who go to the solar gate, each one goes in with their level of perception of it and their level of feeling interaction with the energy of the piece, and according to their openness, that energy accesses them. So some people go to the grid and they're just like, boom. They go into sort of an energetic daze, they're just accessing. And then other people come and they look at it like it's a bunch of rocks and then they just move on.
Right.
So depending on how people come, they receive. So it's the free will of the individual.
So depending on the free will, the belief systems, the vibration, all of these things of the person, they will get different things from it.
Yes.
Mas a oferta é a mesma para todo mundo.
But the offering is the same for everybody.
And only people that actually physically attend the space, the gate is?
Esse portal, o campo dele é enorme. Ele está atuando.
The field where the portal acts is huge. It's
do tamanho de São Paulo.
It's the size of São Paulo.
Okay, cool. So the whole of São Paulo is benefiting from that solar gate.
Quem quer ser beneficiado?
Who wants to receive benefit receives benefit.
Yeah.
Eu acredito que se a gente não tivesse feito esse portal, essa situação da eleição teria tomado uma proporção muito caótica.
She believes that if this portal wasn't created, the chaos of the elections that just passed in Brazil would have been much higher.
Okay.
Acho que é importante citar duas coisas. Aquele incêndio no museu, que está relacionado, e o incêndio que teve no lado do prédio, do estúdio, que a Sofia ganhou.
Está relacionado como?
Com a abertura do portal, com purificação.
And she believes that there were two major fires that happened in São Paulo around the time that the portal was activated. One was the Museum of Modern Art. The Museum of Art in Rio caught fire. The whole thing, it was loss of works of art and like 1,000-year-old, 2,000-year-old bones, and the first Brazilian human being bone structure was there. I mean, it was 100% lost. And then there was another fire that was right next to the curator of the Biennale's workshop where she works. So the whole building caught fire right next to her workshop. And Ale believes that these two fires are also related to the grid in the form of like purification.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Could you talk a little bit about your change, Aleph, between the work you used to do and the work you're doing now? So is this like setting up solar gates? And so I noticed on your Instagram you have like gatekeeper energy work. Is it being a gatekeeper? Is that what you're doing by opening up these energetic portholes to bring? I don't want to say good energy, but it sort of is good, right? It's love and light, so it is good. So I'm going to say good then. So So as being a gatekeeper, is that what that means?
Yes.
To be doing what you're doing now? Yeah.
But not only that. Eu sou gatekeeper. I am a gatekeeper. I'm opening and closing portals every time. Now we are doing that. Right now.
What, by us having this conversation?
Yes.
Yeah.
A minha mudança, o meu trabalho, desde que eu comecei a trabalhar com energia, eu trabalhava de 1 para 1.
When I started working with energy, I always worked one-to-one.
Aí eu trabalho como curadora.
That was my work as a healer.
E aí fui tomando um processo, fui adquirindo conhecimento.
And then this whole process started to develop more and more. I acquired more knowledge.
E agora houve um pedido do plano espiritual.
And now there's been a request from the spiritual plane.
Para eu trabalhar com mais pessoas, porque aí mais pessoas terem a oportunidade de receber auxílio.
A request for me to work with more people so that more people can receive benefit at the same time.
E aí, no caso, foi escolhida essa ferramenta que é a arte para ser o veículo.
And in this case, the tool that was being asked to be used is the tool of art.
Yeah.
Mas isso não impede de eu continuar a atender uma outra pessoa, mas teve uns entraves, assim.
This doesn't mean that I'll stop seeing, that I can't see people one-on-one, but there's been a shake in the, like, how I work, like, requests.
Eles não querem mais que eu me apresente como uma curadora.
They don't want her to present herself as a healer in the more common sense of the word anymore.
And how did this request come?
Assim, que they come and talk to me.
Yeah. You can sit, it's just like sitting with us now, it's the same?
No, it's not like, because they are beings of light, but they are very high and big consciousness, and they just get inside me and I can hear and feel. But sometimes when I need uma coisa assim mais humana, eles assumem uma forma mais humana e conversam comigo.
But sometimes when I need a more human form, they assume a human form and talk to me.
Yeah.
Por exemplo, agora tem um aqui.
For example, now there's one here.
Cool. What are they doing?
Participando.
Participating.
Yeah. Do they want to say something in the interview?
Que ela está perguntando que ela quer saber alguma coisa dela.
They're saying if you want to know something about yourself, then they can answer.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Shy.
Fala pra ela que ela pode escrever, depois eles respondem.
You can write it down and then they'll answer after if you want.
Oh, I just don't know if there's anything I want to ask.
They're saying they love you very much.
Oh, that's nice.
Que a gente tem um vínculo muito forte.
And that you two have a very strong connection.
Nice.
E ela vai ter também uma abertura.
And you're going to have an opening too.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of meditating lately.
You already know that.
You already know that, don't you?
Yes. I do. Yeah, it's coming. I'm actually having quite a challenging time at the moment because things are breaking down, and it's hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Para todos nós.
Yes.
But okay. So this use of art and like opening portals, this is your main gig now. As your spiritual plan and your being on the planet in this moment, this is your main gig currently.
Eu percebo que o meu trabalho de cura ele vai ser através do processo criativo, é assim que ele vai tocar.
I realize now that my process of healing is going to be through the creative process. That's how it's going to touch people.
E isso, o processo criativo inclui várias expressões, não vão ficar só nos portais.
And the creative process includes various expressions, not just the portals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice. I remember, I don't have it now to read out, but there was a really nice quote I think you put up with a photo some time ago that was, it was saying that artistic expressions are needed at the moment on the planet to assist consciousness.
Yeah, it was a quote by Corey Good.
Yeah, that's right. That was nice.
E eles estão fazendo esse chamado para todas as pessoas, não só para mim.
Yeah, and this calling is being made for everybody, including you, not just her. It's a general call, and I would add that this general call is to get as many beings in the net as possible, in the fish net, to like throw a wider net, because the time is necessary now. Throw the biggest net you can. Mm-hmm. And for some people, that's 2 people. For some people, depending on the stage they have, that's 10,000 people. Mm-hmm. Like, how many people would visit the Biennale in São Paulo? It's millions.
Millions.
It's the second biggest Biennale in the world, with the biggest number of visitors. The first one is the Biennale of Vienna, and then the second one is the Biennale São Paulo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And why is this necessary now, Ale?
Okay, what?
Like we keep like this, that now is the time. Like Corey Good's quote was, "Now we need." Like, what's happening now that it's so necessary?
É o momento é um momento de evolutivo que não é só nosso planeta, todas as galáxias. É o momento desse shift. A cada não sei quanto tempo, a cada, sei lá, milhões de anos, esses ciclos grandes e pequenos, eles ocorrem. A gente está bem no meio.
We're right in the middle of a big cycle shift. So that happens like every certain amount of years in the whole universe. Mm-hmm. So it's a shift of evolution, and we're right in the middle of it now, so it's time to change and acquire more consciousness and more openness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool. And are they just like about crystals? Like what is it about crystals that allow this energy? Like how do they work?
As pedras, elas são seres que têm consciência, né? Eles não são dormentes.
The crystals have consciousness, they're not sleeping.
Eles são muito antigos.
They're very ancient.
E eles têm todos os registros antes mesmo da nossa raça.
And they've registered everything even before humans arrived here.
Eles têm visto tudo, né? Eles foram testemunhas de tudo o que aconteceu no processo.
Crystals have been witness to everything that's ever happened on this planet.
E quando a gente põe eles nessa forma, ele possibilita abrir esse campo magnético com o magnetismo da planeta Terra, com todos os acessos que ele precisa com as galáxias ou estrelas ou nébulas que ele precisa.
So when we put these conscious rocks in certain formations, they connect to the center of the planet through the magnetic, to the electromagnetic energy of the planet, accesses the formation of the crystal, and which accesses then through the electromagnetic frequency the whole galaxy. So I'd add that they're almost like intermediaries, no?
É uma nave, aquela grade seria uma nave que abre, é o controle, o comando de controle.
So the grid she's saying is like the control room
Da nave.
of a spaceship that's
Mhm.
that's doing a job.
Cool. Hey, Ale, there was a little while ago that I sent you a message and I asked if there was a moment in time that you offered yourself for this work. We can move back.
No, I think, no, I just know I have to do this thing. Even when I was a child, I asked for help to start to do it. I want to help. What I have to do to help, and then comes to me. Né? Comes to me. Help.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's pretty much like all of the questions that I wanted to ask you, really. Is there anything else that you would like to share?
No, not really. I think that's it.
Ali, Rebs, is there anything else that you would like to share just about what we've been talking about and stuff?
I'd like to share that, like the crystals, like you were saying about the crystals, that they're conscious and they get activated to create changes. I think that human beings are being activated also like crystals. So when we place ourselves in the grid or in the position of wanting to affect change, then we can channel energy just like a crystal channels energy, and we can give energy just like a crystal gives energy. But it's different. It's different from how it was maybe 50, 100 years ago. So human beings are getting activated as well and being called to place themselves in specific positions, emotionally, mentally, physically. Who am I? What am I doing with my life? Where do I want to be? How do I want to act? What kind of effect do I want to have? So I'd say that everybody is being asked to place themselves in the internal and external position to affect the most benefit for the collective.
Yeah, cool. Ali, I have another question for you actually, is that I asked Annabelle if she could ask you a question, what would it be? And the question was, how has your sensibilities as a witch affected your day-to-day life? You know, just like being in the world, like working at a job or going to the grocery shopping or just the day-to-day, you know, renting a house, like how these things are intertwined for you.
Como afeta o seu dia a dia até o nível de sensibilidade que você tem?
Like is it an ability that you can switch on and off?
Às vezes, assim, você tem um plano para ir no banco, fazer um shopping, esquece e fica em casa fazendo grade ou deitado.
So sometimes you have the plan, or like I'll go to the bank and I'll go buy groceries, but then it's just impossible, and then I'm just at home doing grids or just lying down completely out of it. Not always, but sometimes being a witch goes into like day to day.
A coisa é que não dá mais para viver em grandes centros, vai ter que viver num lugar afastado. A frequência não vai.
It's no longer possible to live in big urban centers. I have to live more in nature, away from big urban centers.
Yeah. And do you live in nature now?
No, I'm working on that. I live in São Paulo, but it's not possible anymore.
Yeah, which is Because São Paulo is quite big, right?
É big, intense, and não dá.
Yeah.
Não é fácil, vou responder aqui, não é fácil.
She wants to answer you that it's not easy. That
Yeah.
yes, that question is that it's not easy.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I imagine it wouldn't be easy. And what is it that keeps you going, I mean?
Como assim? How? Como? Na
Well,
cidade?
I know sometimes in life, if things are not easy, it's almost like you need something to keep you going. You need like a
Eu tenho que sair de São Paulo. I have to move from São Paulo. Live num lugar bem menos pessoas possíveis em volta. Eu vou viajar, vou fazer, mas a minha casa vai ser lá.
Não, mas o que ela quis dizer assim, o que te move a continuar com esse trabalho, mesmo no ambiente que você está?
Porque sou eu, é o que eu sou. Eu não posso ser outra coisa.
What moves her is that it's her, it's what she does, and there's nothing else that she could be doing.
É o que eu sou. That's what I am. I can that. Não vou deixar de ser quem eu sou para me adaptar à vida.
I'm not gonna not be who I am in order to adapt to life around me.
Não. No.
Sure.
Not anymore.
Great. And so if people want to travel to São Paulo and see your solar gate, it's there till December, you were saying?
It's until the
6 ou 9.
It's until about the 9th of December.
Mas eu quero levar ela ela tem que ir para os Estados Unidos, mas eu não sabe como.
This solar gate is going to be, we want to take it to the USA.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is that this piece of work, this art, travels around the world and gets shown in other places, other museums, other galaxies, other galleries around the world.
Oh yeah, great. And any idea, are you like working already on some places where it might be able to show?
I am, but eu não tenho nada ainda concreto, mas eu estou.
Great. Cool. Well, I'd like to thank you for existing, Ale.
Oh, imagina. Thank you.
And for doing this work, because it's for us, right?
Yes, that's right. It's not mine work, it's our work.
Yeah.
I'm just how you say, the guy que fica na pistinha com o negócio para as naves. Não, pera, vai.
She's saying she's like the guy at the airport that's like helping the planes to land so they don't crash in each other.
Yeah. Good job. Mm-hmm. Great. Okay, well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks for talking to us, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Você também.
You too. Thank you so much, Rochelle. Thank you so much, Rochelle. Thank you so much, Rochelle.